Ahmad, Ayaz, how do you respond and how do you look at the court judgment today? You also understand law. So the court has turned around and said that the matter should be legally settled. The religious character must be determined because it's unclear. It cannot be of dual nature.
See, Mr. Anand, it needs to be understood that there is always a purpose to enact a law. Why has the Religious Places Act been enacted? It was only after it was seen that this is likely to open Pandora boxes and will engage the country into all these temple and mosque issues always, as there must have been changes in the past during 300, 400, 500 years back. Maybe we can't say there must not have been changes. Looking at that aspect, yes, we need to put end to it and bring in Religious Places Act as it and hold it as it existed in 1947. Why was it brought in? It was brought in only to see that it does not crop up in future, and making any bypass of it or ignoring the Religious Places Act for whatever reason will definitely lead to a chaos in future, will open Pandora box today. And it is said that 300 back during Aurangzeb's time there was a temple at Mathura, and the Shahi Eidgah place has been, Mandir was demolished and a mosque is built up. And tomorrow Muslims can come up somewhere else. And also this is not understood why this only happening in mostly in the UP area, when there are Muslims in majority in good percentage, more percentage in other states of the country. Why is it happening only in UP? It does not happen in Maharashtra, it does not happen in Bengal, West Bengal, it does not happen in Assam, it does not happen in Jammu and Kashmir. Why is it happening only in,
Sir,
I mean, see,
sir,
this
the
is,
point is, sir,
this is
the
to me,
places,
this is nothing
there
but
are
to
multiple
bring back.
Okay,
No,
please
then my
complete.
point
Please,
is, it
ji.
is only to gain a political mileage out of it. Otherwise, there is no point in reopening issues which stand already settled by virtue of the act passed by the parliament, passed by the government, whoever government was there. It does not mean today there is a government and after 20 years we will change the decisions whatever this government has taken. Does it mean that the country has to engage only in these matters?
Okay.
No, to me, my mind, no. We should give rest to this all and respect the Religious Places Act, give rest to all these issues,
But
go further,
today,
move further, move ahead and go for the development.
there are 3-4 points. Harishankar Jainji wanted to counter you to say that this has happened in other states. He put his hand up.
Yes.
So allow me to just go back to Harishankar Jainji, and then we'll also come back to some of the other points that you raised. But Harishankar Jainji, yes, you are saying it's not just in UP; it has happened in other states also.
Yes, in Qutub Minar, I have filed petition in the Saket court that Qutub Minar was constructed after demolishing 27 Hindu and Jain temples. That petition is pending for additional decision Saket court. Number 2, in Bhojshala, Indore High Court, I have filed a petition that there is no Kamal Mola mosque. It is a temple of Ma Saraswati, Vagdevi, Adhar, and which was demolished, which was captured by Muslims, saying the Kamalola Mosque at Indore. On 11th May 2022, the Honorable Indore High Court has admitted the petition. If wrongly said, and I am going to file more than 10 petitions just within few days in all over the country, in different parts of the country, including Rajasthan, Bihar, Tamil Nadu, etc.
So,
many places.
so there are many places
within
that so it's not limited. The other aspect, as I go across to Ishkaran Bhandari, Mazhar Sharif and Dr. Anand Ranganathan first up, sir, Ram Janmabhoomi is in Uttar Pradesh. At that time there was no Uttar Pradesh, but Ram Janmabhoomi
Yes.
is only one. There's only one place where Ram Lala was born. The birthplace is only one place. You can't be born in 10 different places. Krishna Janmabhoomi is only in one place, and Krishna was born in what is Mathura today, so there can be only one Krishna Janmabhoomi. The same way, Kashi dates
Yes,
back to
yes.
10,000 years. In the Rig Veda, there is a mention of Kashi. So Adi Vishweshwar can be seated only
Yes.
in one place. He cannot be in 10 different places. There can be 10 different Shiva temples, but there is only one Kashi and there is only one Adi Vishweshwar, and that place is called Gyanvapi. Sir, the word Gyanvapi itself means that there is a well of where around which there is knowledge, well of knowledge.
Yes.
Now Gyanvapi itself is a Sanskrit Hindu name, sir. It comes from our scriptures. It's got nothing to do with Islam. So the moment a place is called a Gyanvapi mosque, that name itself should signal that kuch to gadbad hai yahan par. The other part, sir, the suit will be filed for where the deity is, not where the state is. So it's not state specific, Ahmad Ayaz sahab. And more importantly, the Allahabad High Court has said the Places of Worship Act 1991 does not apply to Gyanvapi, sir. So that's what the court has said. Most important fact, it does not apply to Gyanvapi Parisar. That is what is important. Nobody is disrespecting the Places of Worship Act. The court is saying, and Hari Shankar Jain ji filed this plea even before the BJP was anywhere in power. Dr. Anand Ranganathan.
Good evening, Anand. First up, till very recently, I used to think that, our Kul Devi, Mannapulli Kavu Bhagwati, was the embodiment of the glorious Hindu civilization. I might have changed my mind. I pay my humble respect to Hari Jain ji and his son Vishnu Jain. I think they are the living embodiments of our Hindu civilization, and if it survives, if our civilization survives, it would be no small measure because of the father and the son. So thank you so much, Hari Jain ji and Vishnu Jain, who's not there, for doing what you are doing. Is just simply phenomenal. This nation owes a huge debt to both of you. As far as the topic itself is concerned, let me be very direct out here, because I think enough water has flown down the Ganges. Anand, washing your dirty feet at the most sacred of places for Hindus does not change Gyanvapi's religious character. It just exposes your character. If the holiest shrine of some other religion was demolished and people of another faith stomped their dirty feet on the sacred relics as they walked inside the place of worship and washed their dirty feet, this country would have witnessed a civil war. But Hindus have been conditioned to take humiliation, to suffer airbrushing of their history. Anand, remember this. You can airbrush history, but you can't airbrush a civilization. Aurangzeb tried to, but our ancestors foiled his plan. It is beyond any doubt, in fact, written in the most authentic biography of Aurangzeb, Masir-e-Alamgiri, that in 1669, on orders of Aurangzeb, the Kashi Vishwanath temple was demolished. The Farman is also archived in Bikaner archives. And here is Sir Jadunath Sarkar's translation of Masir-e-Alamgiri, page 52, quote, Aurangzeb, eager to establish Islam, issued orders to the governors of all the provinces to demolish the schools and temples of the infidels, and with the utmost urgency put down the teachings and the public practice of the religion of these misbelievers, unquote. And yet, there are those who deny the Hindus their legitimate right to correct historical injustice. What else is civilization, I ask you? And principal among them are our legislature and the judiciary. To me, one of the most barbaric legislations ever enacted in India, Anand, is the 1991 Place of Worship Act. But in 2019, the virtue signaling Supreme Court in its Ayodhya judgment willfully ratified the act that obligates maintaining all religious places as they were on August 15, 1947. A legal recourse to correct historical injustice cannot be denied in a democracy, but it is. The Supreme Court said that the Places of Worship Act speaks to our history and to the future of the nation. Wrong. This law airbrushes our history and destroys our future. Now let me expose the victimhood peddling charlatans completely. Anand, I'll take a minute. I welcome the court judgment that says the Place of Worship Act does not bar the maintainability of the Hindu case to reclaim Gyanvapi. This had to happen. One, as the Hindus have been worshipping Ma Shringar Gauri inside the so-called Gyanvapi mosque almost every day before 1993 and once a year after 1993 when the government prohibited them. Religious character of the Gyanvapi structure is therefore always been Hindu. But there is more. Number two, a little distance away from Ma Gauri is the wuzu, where Muslims have been washing their dirty feet. In this wuzu was discovered the shivling that Muslims claim is a fountain. Number three, a little distance away